What is technology? Technology is the use of knowledge to invent new devices or tools throughout history. Technology has made people's lives easier. How is technology used at Crossing Rivers Health? At Crossing Rivers Health, we use technology to help doctors and nurses take care of people and make them feel better.
Hi, I'm Kendall. I'm 10, and I'm here to give you a tour of your local hospital, Crossing Rivers Health.
Medical imaging. Medical imaging uses technology to take pictures inside our bodies and help doctors see our heart, lungs, and bones to make sure we're healthy.
What is medical imaging equipment?
Medical imaging equipment is special equipment used by specialized technologists who know how to run the equipment to take images of people's bodies when they might be sick. The doctors and nurses all use that technology and the information that they find out from the medical imaging equipment to help diagnose and treat people and make them better.
How do machines in the hospitals take pictures inside of our bodies?
Well, there's all different kinds of machines that use all different kinds of technology to take different kinds of pictures of different injuries and illnesses through medical imaging. The first one that I primarily use is ultrasound. So that uses special sound waves to create a picture on the machine that produces that image to show us what we're seeing inside your body. So we look at babies, we can look at your veins and your arteries, so we look at blood flowing through there. One of the fun things I like to show younger kids is their heart beating. They think that's really cool. If you were to fall off your bike and hurt your leg, this is what an x-ray would look like that we could check to see if your leg was broken or fractured. So sometimes if you have a really, really bad tummy ache and you come into the emergency room to get checked out, sometimes they'll use ultrasound first to look at your belly, but sometimes they have to use CT imaging, which creates a totally different picture.
Why do you use medical imaging equipment to look inside people?
We use medical imaging technology to look inside people to see if we can see what's going on with them, if they have something wrong or if something needs to be fixed or if something is broken. They can use our different types of equipment and technology to put those pieces together to help make people feel better. Kind of like how a detective uses clues to put the pieces together to solve a mystery. Sometimes what's going on inside of our bodies is a mystery and we need different technology to help figure that mystery out.
Why do you have to stay still?
So if you don't stay still during any of the exams, that can cause the pictures to look fuzzy, and we just want you to play like a freeze game, so stay very still so we can get a very clear image of what's going on inside your body.
Can kids work in medical imaging when they grow up?
Absolutely. Anyone can become a healthcare provider, a nurse, a phlebotomist. A phlebotomist draws blood from your arms or wherever they need to. You can work in medical imaging just like me. You could do ultrasound and look at babies. And all kinds of other things. But yes, anyone can grow up and work in medical imaging and in the hospital.
Thank you, Morgan, for showing me around.
You are very welcome. Thank you for asking all sorts of good questions.
Maintenance. Maintenance technology helps take care of machines to make sure they'll work well. It's like a little checkup if something's wrong.
Hi, I'm Kendall.
Hi, I'm Mike. I work in maintenance at Crossing Rivers.
Why is maintenance important in a hospital?
Because just like our toys and our bikes, we have to keep everything working so doctors and nurses can help everybody and keep the hospital running smoothly.
What kind of tools do maintenance workers use in a hospital?
We use all kinds of tools, screwdrivers, hammers, power tools, all the simple hand tools that anybody uses to fix things. Also in the hospital, we have a computer that we can run the whole hospital with as far as temperatures and stuff. We can change temperatures in rooms, see what the room temperature is, see how the room is reacting to the outdoor air, and we can change everything from the computer.
That's really cool technology. What are the most important things to fix in a hospital?
Everything related to patient care is our number one priority. So if we have lights, beds, any of our machines that keep the building heated or cooled, that becomes a priority for us.
Can kids become a maintenance worker when they grow up?
Yes, kids can become maintenance workers, just like kids dream to become firefighters, police officers, teachers. Like when I grew up, I wanted to help people and fix things. So that's why I got into this profession.
Can you show me some technology that you use when you're at work?
Yep, you want to go for a walk?
Sure.
This area is where everything starts in the hospital on the maintenance side. This is where all the water comes into the hospital. We use a lot of water throughout the day to keep everybody clean, washing hands and showering for our patients. The boilers heat the water to push water up to the air handlers and heat the space to keep the hospital warm. The pumps for the boilers pump it out through. This room is a great example of technology. This is where our main electrical comes into the hospital, and we can take readings off of these to see what they're pulling for amperage at any given time. It gets fed out from here to 8 different electrical rooms throughout the hospital. We also have another room. This is normal electrical power. Another room would be our generator power. See, we have a generator outside that starts up, and all that goes into a separate room over there. We also have a solar hot water system that we have solar panels on the roof that pump water through the big tanks to help preheat the hot water for the hospital to make the hospital more efficient.
Information technology. Information technology, or IT, is short for the magic that helps the hospital run smoothly and take care of patients. Some examples of IT are computers, phones, and the internet.
What is IT?
So IT actually stands for information technology. We take care of the computers and basically connecting all of those things to the internet, and we keep all of the patient information safe here at the hospital.
What type of IT equipment is in a hospital?
So we have a very kind of wide range of equipment. We have computers, we have phones, we have special medical equipment that helps the doctors, and all the kind of background behind the scenes equipment that connects all of those things to the internet as well.
Why does a hospital need computers and technology?
So we need computers and technology to help doctors and nurses keep track of patients and do things faster and learn about medicines.
How did you become an IT worker here?
So as a young girl, I was always kind of interested in the internet and computers and learning things about the internet. And so as I got older, I kind of taught myself a lot of things, and I went to school for IT, and then kind of grew from there.
Let's go see some computer technology.
So here's our server room, and this is kind of like the brains of all the computers and everything, and that's where everything is housed.
What are some cool facts about all the technology here?
So, did you know that we have about roughly 500 computers here in the hospital and about 600 phones in total at the hospital?
No, I did not. What's another fun fact about IT?
So, when we were in that room, did you see how small that computer was?
Yeah.
Did you know that the size of computer used to be the size of a room when they first started out?
Really? I didn't know that. What year were computers invented?
In 1822, so that was 201 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah, sure is.
Who even invented computers anyway?
So it was actually Charles Babbage that invented it. But did you know that one of the first computer programmers was actually a lady, and her name was Ada Lovelace?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Simulation lab. A simulation lab is a special room with technology where doctors and nurses practice their skills to help patients.
Hi, I'm Kendall.
Nice to meet you, Kendall. I'm Whitney. I'm one of the nurses. And this here's our friend, and his name is...
Hi, boys and girls. I'm Little Hal. I am a pretend patient here at the hospital. The doctors and nurses take very good care of me here.
What is a simulation lab in a hospital?
Great question. So here at the hospital, we get to use our simulators and our lab to practice many different skills to take care of our patients. Doctors and nurses and many other people come in here and use this room.
Why does your hospital have a simulation lab?
Another great question. So the hospital has this lab specifically to help doctors and nurses take care of patients, so when they are sick or hurt, we can take care of them to the best of our abilities.
So you don't use real patients in a simulation lab, right?
Another great question. Not in this simulation lab. In this simulation lab, we use simulators similar to our friend here, Little Hal.
Why are simulation labs so important at a hospital?
In a hospital, we do many different skills, so we get to practice with our equipment and different technology and our tools to take care of the patients the best we can. Once we practice over and over, we get really good at taking care of our patients, similar to you when you ride your bike and you learn it without training wheels. You practice over and over until you're really great, just like taking care of our patients.
What kind of things do they pretend in a simulation lab?
In our lab, we can pretend to listen to them. So we can take this fancy stethoscope and we can listen to his heart and lungs. We can also pretend like we are giving this patient some medicine. And we can also even pretend like we are helping the patient or lab draw some blood. All right, so this is how we run our simulator, Little Hal. So it kind of looks like at home. You probably have a tablet you can play games on and things like that. So we can pretend he's kind of like a game. So if we want to do different things, like let's make him cry. If we push this button and push it on right here, pretty soon he'll start to cry. And as you can see here, the technology even lets him produce tears. Then we go ahead and hit that same button and we can turn him off. He can also tell us different things, like if he has pain or if he isn't feeling well.
I feel really sick.
So all controlled by our tablet here. So this is our baby Tori we have here. So she's just like Little Hal. She does things just like him. We can control her with technology with a tablet just like Hal's. Do you want to feel her breathe? If you put your hand on her, you can feel her breathe. Can you feel her chest going up and down?
Mm-hmm.
All controlled by that tablet. Do you want to hold her? Sure. She feels just like a weight of about an 8-pound baby. Feels pretty real, doesn't she?
Yep.
Let's learn about other technology at the hospital. The clinic uses many different types of technology. There are friendly computers that store information about our health. They're like a magical book that keeps track of how we're feeling and what the doctors do to help us. The blood pressure machine gives your arm a little hug, listens to your heart, and tells the doctors if everything's okay. It's a quick and easy way for the doctors to make sure your heart is happy. The lab runs many different types of tests in a hospital. Scientists and doctors work together to help people stay healthy and find out what might be wrong when someone is sick. In the hospital lab, there are special tools and machines, just like in regular science lab. But here, they use these tools to look at things like blood cells and other tiny parts of our bodies. Surgery might be needed to fix things when something is wrong on the inside of your body. Technology helps the doctor monitor you during your surgery while you take a little nap. The doctor can see what's wrong and fix things inside of you. Technology helps us keep the hospital clean. Let's look at 3 cleaning machines used at the hospital. The hospital floors are cleaned with a big riding vacuum, just like your vacuum at home, but bigger. This big dishwasher washes a lot of dishes. Patients, staff, and visitors eat at the hospital every day. The hospital laundry room washes and dries about 14 loads of laundry a day. The washer holds 65 pounds of clothes. That's more than 4 times the amount your washer at home can wash at once. Think about how much you weigh and how many towels that would be.
Wow, look at all this history. I'm really glad I learned about Castle River South.